Have you ever wanted to take a stab at English paper piecing? Stay tuned. Welcome to Saturdays in Stitches. I'm Angela, owner of Mended Hearts Quilting and Boutique in Ellsworth, Iowa.
My name is Mickelle, and I work at Mended Hearts Quilting, and I do inventory and help with sales out on the floor.
So today, as always, on Saturdays in Stitches, we are going to talk about everything and nothing. And if you don't want to talk about that or listen to us talk about that, then you can look for timestamps below that'll take you to Kit Talk and to our demo on English paper piecing today. So, let's see. I don't have an agenda. I never have an agenda. That's the problem with this. Okay, weekend. What did you do over the weekend?
Let's see. Well, I was getting ready for our new class. So I was able to pick out and buy some of the fabric I needed for the new class that we have, the carpetbag class on Saturday. Mostly did that and kept organizing our apartment.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
So wait a minute. You're organizing your apartment, and then when you get it all done, you'll buy a house and move again.
Probably in the next year at least. Probably.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's see. Grace was in a dance camp.
That's right.
So Saturday I was down in Des Moines. I went to pick her up and to watch that. And so it was the first, to kick off the season out of the gate.
Oh, fun.
Dance camp. And the whole varsity team, the new varsity team this year, they did a hip-hop routine.
Oh, fun.
Grace has been praying for hip-hop, and nobody will do it.
Oh.
This is the first opportunity she's had to do it.
Really?
And so she is so excited for it. And I will tell you what, I know I'm biased, but I'm watching her, and then I try to glance. I'm recording for her. I always record for her, and then I'm watching the team. I'm watching the whole thing, trying to see how they are together, because you've got a new group of girls coming in. So this is their first time to really get it together and work it out.
Yeah.
But I couldn't take my eyes off Grace. Like, she was in her element.
Oh,
she was just so, and I told her, I go, you were so amazing. And I don't know, she's been working out all summer at the gym, and then we do Pilates once a week together. And I just said, I don't know if it's just your strength build up or, and she goes, it was hip hop, Mom. I've been waiting for hip hop.
She was like, it's my time to shine. That's awesome.
So that was good. And, it was fun to see all the girls, and, they get different awards throughout the camp and everything. So that was really fun. But, the next day then, Sunday, we went back to school shopping.
Oh, fun.
This is my last back to school shopping trip.
That's really sweet.
That is it. I'm like, don't cry, because she'll have a fit. You're standing in Target crying. Oh my goodness. So we did that on Sunday, and then she was really excited because I know you see a lot of crazy dance things, and I'm not saying that there's not some dance moms and dance girls that are a little full of themselves, but
you're not wrong.
The other teams there were a lot of them that, like, they started all day Sunday. She's like, oh my God, this person's on Instagram, like, friending each other and following each other and
supporting.
Yeah, and I was like,
That's
you know
sweet.
what? That is so good.
Yeah, that really is, because I feel like I was in the dance world like 10-ish years ago when I did drill team in Utah, and I feel like it was, you knew what teams to stay away from. If you saw their logo, you did not talk to them. You knew who it was, and you just did not want to associate with them. And I always was like, that's not how I feel like it should be. So it's nice to see.
No, it shouldn't. I mean, you're always going to have that,
like some competing force.
No matter what, people get crazy, and they take, instead of being competitive in the way they should, they just become mentally unstable.
Exactly. They take it a step too far.
Yeah, they really do. So but it's so much nicer when you're supporting each other and going out there and I think that when those girls go through, girls and boys, we have boys on dance teams too, which is phenomenal to see more and more of that. But when you start seeing them get out into the real world and start going through life, you know what kind of person they're going to be.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what kind of person they're going to be. So, so that was fun. We got got that kicked off, and
how many weeks till school starts?
I'm not sure. 4
or 5 maybe.
4 or 5.
That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And your little one is going to be
kindergarten.
Now, full day kindergarten?
Yes, they don't do really half day anymore, I guess. So full day mostly.
Okay. Yeah. Depending on our school district, depending on how many kids they have, they try to have a pre-K program.
Oh, that's right.
But it really depends on whether you have the numbers to support that or not.
To need it. So that makes sense. Yeah. So like 8 to 3, I think. 8, a little bit before 8, and then a little after 3.
Yeah. Ooh, that'll be changed for you, Mama.
And it will be. It'll be very different. I'm not used to that at all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, just treasure it. I'm about to be an empty nester. Oh my God.
It makes me feel like it's supposed to be tomorrow for me, and I'm like, no, I don't want that, not yet.
No, you got a long ways to go. You're good. And it's just, you know what, you can't stop it.
Yeah, no, not at all. Does Grace want to do school after, or is she wanting to do like a broad trip or something?
She might I am so taken with these universities that have a study abroad semester.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I did is I didn't do it with the university. There is someone in Utah who you work with them and they'll send you out for like 4 to 6 months depending on where you are. Some places are a year, but it was volunteering, teaching English, or doing humanitarian work. And I think that's a great way to get out in the world before going to school for some people.
Yeah,
they really enjoy that. Yeah.
We have toured a few universities, and I didn't have to tour a lot with her because she went on her older brother's tours.
Oh, and not too long ago.
Yeah. So she saw a lot of them, and she had made up her mind back then, but so we only toured 2, and she is applying at University of Iowa.
Oh, that's exciting.
And she's going into early childhood education.
Oh, that's so exciting. That's right. You did tell me something like an associate, a para, something around there.
And so she would like to teach like 2nd and 3rd grade.
Oh, fun. Those are such fun ages.
So that's what she's going to do. And I did tell her, I was like, they have so many outside groups.
Yes.
I said, I bet you could find a hip-hop dance group.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I told her, I said, you need to go watch this show. I know you guys, neither one of you are old enough to know, so here I go. It was with Julia Stiles, and it
sounds familiar.
God, it's a dance show where she grew up in the Midwest doing ballet, and she moves to like, I don't know, New York or something to go to dance school.
I would watch that.
She's learning hip hop. She gets involved in the hip hop community. It is such a good show.
I don't know if I know what that's called, but that sounds like something I would watch.
I can't remember the name of it. But I told Grace, I go, put that on your must-watch list, because she loves all the dance shows.
Yes.
I said, put that on your must-watch list, because I said, especially you with all your hip-hop stuff, I think you'd really, really like that show. So.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so, So, yeah, we'll see. She's applying there. Shouldn't be any issues.
That's exciting.
Now we're talking more about, I don't think at the first year she should probably take her car.
Okay.
I don't think there's any necessary. And it's not necessary in Iowa City for that.
I wouldn't know, but that's
And I
good
said,
to
if
know.
you want to come home, on a weekend or you need anything, I'm 2.5 hours away.
Right.
I mean,
That's not far.
I can go pick her up and bring her home. But I just know how Eddie was that freshman year. Like, you're so...
I'm kind of homesick in some ways.
Well, no.
Not for him. He was like, I'm good. Bye.
Yeah. Do you know what? My kids have always been that way. They were that way in preschool.
Oh.
I dropped them off to preschool and they go, bye. And I was so happy. Because then I looked around and other parents had them grabbing their leg, bawling. And I thought, you know, my heart's broke a little bit, but I would much rather have a strong, independent child who knows
that they can come home, but they're good on their own.
Yeah. But then again, I stayed home with them.
That's true. It's a big difference, I think.
Yeah. So I stayed home with them. So, you know,
they were ready
after
for
5 years, they were like, "Get out of here, lady."
They were like, "I'm ready to be on my own. I'm an adult now."
Oh my God! So, no, they've always been very strong and independent.
Awesome.
I think with Eddie, it's just your freshman year, you're overwhelmed.
It's so true.
Yeah,
that
so much
true.
stuff. I mean, I went to a small private business college, so I didn't. It was like in the middle of Mason City. It wasn't even like a separate campus thing or anything. So, yeah, I don't have that college experience.
Same. I was about to say mine's more on a minuscule community colleges, not anything large scale, like a whole campus that you have to navigate.
Yeah,
because that's a lot.
Yeah. And so, and everything in Iowa City is so connected. Like,
oh, good.
You walk across the street and you're in the bars and restaurants and there's shopping and they even put a Target in, right downtown campus area. They put a Target in.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
really is walkable then.
So yeah, I really don't know that there's a need for Mom to get parking tickets and
and having to pay for
parking.
Campus parking is kind of crazy. It gets really expensive.
Yeah. And Eddie at Iowa State, his parking, he would always end up, he had stadium. He was always in the stadium because he got the final parking places.
Yes.
And then every time there's a game, he has to move his car and figure out where he's parking.
You're like, well, I guess I'm going to live on the road now.
Yeah. But this year, he, as a senior in college, he will be moving into his first apartment on August 1st.
Oh, that's exciting.
And I will say he has more than earned it. He's been in the dorms the whole time.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah.
I know most people can literally last maybe a year in the dorms.
Yes,
so that's
and then
impressive.
They're done. So but no, he did 3 years in the dorms, and the first year he had a roommate. The next 2 years he had his own room, which helped a lot. Yeah. But he is so ready for a kitchen and
having a space.
Dining room and being able to have his friends over and all the things. So.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, so that'll be good for him. So yeah, and then this fall Thomas will start his trade school. So
that's right. What's he going into? Electricity?
Electrician. Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes.
That's exciting.
And the other night I got a call from. It was last week. One night Aaron messaged me and said, Stacey and I were just standing downstairs. We were getting ready to leave, and the lights just turned off.
Oh.
Okay. She's like, it wasn't the breaker box, da 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 da. And so we were afraid of fire, so we went in and actually flipped the breaker. And Thomas happened to be over at the house. I go, you want to come help me with some electrical?
Oh, see?
I mean, he hasn't been doing it that long, but I'm just like, come over and help your mom.
Yeah.
But the minute we flipped the breaker back on, everything was fine.
That's awesome.
So I think it might have been the ghost.
I think it is the ghost.
Yeah, I think it might have been the ghost. So I don't know, but anyway.
She's been coming for me every day I work here, so it's okay. She knows I'm terrified of her. It's fine.
Do we know it's a girl?
I think it has to be at this point, because if it's a boy, he's just rude.
So
a girl, at least she knows she's funny.
So here at Mended Art Sculpting, brand new building. Well, 12 years ago it was brand new. I've always had weird things happen here. And, I've got endless stories, even myself, things that have happened. But when Loretta worked here, she started calling the ghost, she gave it a name, and it was like a female old lady's name. And that we started getting stuff knocked off the shelves, and I said, you need to quit calling her whatever it was. I don't know. It was Gertrude or something. I don't know. But I said that it might not even be a female.
Right.
So I don't know what's happening here.
That's
but
true.
Don't.
Maybe ghost is better for now. To be determined.
When I leave at night, I tend to say, if you're going to be messing things up, sit down and sew something, because I've got shop samples that need to be done, so get on these sewing machines. And I have yet to come in and find anything done. So
it would be nice.
It's not a working ghost.
I mean, most of us out there would probably be glad it's not, though, because we do like our job.
Well,
There's that.
That's true.
At least they get room and board. They can't have our jobs.
Oh my God. But, oh my gosh, all the free labor I'd be getting.
It's so true. That is so true.
Stitch something up.
You're like, I can do more vacations now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so, yeah. That's a lot of silliness.
That is.
A lot of but that's what makes it so fun working here is
it's
the
true.
silliness. So, yeah.
It's true.
So let's talk about a kit.
Yay! Okay. Well, I think since we are going to be talking about so much English paper piecing, I thought this one just looks like it would be the perfect little fun sit down, could work on whenever you are free. But it's like a little kit, and you make the cutest little storybook. So
the entire thing, this is it's a kit, but it's a panel. I mean, it's both, right?
Yes.
So this is panel 334 to Grandmother's House Storybook Felt Panel. So everything you're going to see here, except for the fabric for the little pillow, and the
the little ruffle.
The little ruffle. They are not in here. The pillow, we added to it. But
yes.
Everything else on here is felt, so you can see exactly how it goes together.
But it's so darling, and that's something that would work really well. You could do a lot of hand stitching with it. And there's several cute little critters that you get to make with it. We have ours kind of all bagged right now. But you can see there is a
lot.
Majority.
On this, there were so many pieces that came with it, and it asks you to back them with a white felt is what we use.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I started the project and somebody else finished it. Taylor, thankfully, finished it, but I cut all my pieces out, and then I realized, she's like, well, you don't have to, but my suggestion is to put felt on it.
Yeah.
So then I was cutting a whole, so I would just suggest that if you wanted to cut it out in sections, and then you could stitch it down and then cut it out with the felt on the back.
That's a good idea, too.
The other thing was, though, some of the... Let's see. Some of the pieces are very similar or so close to being the same that I thought you could just back them together.
It's true. So you could have them, because there's a few where it's Little Red Riding Hood, some of the gentlemen, Grandma.
Yeah. So like these two you could put together.
Oh, definitely the bedding.
Here she's having a nap. Yeah, here she's in her pajamas. I mean, you could back them together so you don't have quite as many pieces.
Yeah, like this one for the bedding, I think that would have been a good option too.
You could put those together. And then the other thing is when we're talking about, English paper piecing or any type of handwork. So I went through on the little mushrooms, like this one I backed the same, but I went through and added some French knots.
I was thinking those look so cute.
All over the mushrooms. So this is a good way if you're working with somebody who's just getting started. I want to say younger, but you know what? You could be older and a fan of Little Red Riding Hood. It does not matter, right? I had a good time working on this. So
it's adorable.
You could do all kinds of hand stitching with it and add all kinds of hand embroidery stuff. So if you have somebody that you're trying to teach,
like this one on the trees, I like how they took a little bit of the stitches just up underneath.
Yeah.
And just kind of defines that tree just a little bit more.
Yeah, and these, the leaves, we did
Yes.
a little stitching on those to define those a little bit. So this was designed by an early education teacher, and she decided to retire from the school system and go into this type of stuff. So her fabric lines, anything like this that she puts out, everything is education based.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which I'm thinking the one that your son did out there that's behind the counter.
Yeah, that's her line.
That's her line that goes along with this.
Yes.
Yes. And it's so adorable.
Jennifer Long.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Jennifer Long. And her, it's So a Story is her company.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. So, and then this is so cute with the family photo.
I think so. And what's nice too is on here you have these almost little 3D pockets that you can put them behind, but on the back you do have this whole section that you can put them in, and I know we have a few in there, but mostly we put them in the bag so it's easier to display out in the shop.
Yes, and you could always you could pick up some of the cotton fabric that goes along with it, the cotton line, and make a little bag that all these would go into as well. So,
which we just added to the sales room, so those are all down there.
Those are on sale, so you can pick them up at a really good price.
And they're adorable.
Yeah, so that is a fun little kit. And I think, when Taylor put it together, then she did add the button in as well. So then it will close up if you need it to close up. But yeah, so many things. So many things you can do with it.
Right. And there's some small details you can see, but you could highlight these little stones. There's hearts on the inside. You really can just make it your own with whatever you would like.
So again, that one is panel number 334, To Grandmother's House Storybook Felt Panel. Cute, cute.
Yes.
We talked about everything and nothing, and we talked about this fun panel kit that you could do. So I think it's time to fast forward to our
demonstration. And it's a good one.
So Mickelle wanted to learn how to do English paper piecing. So if you follow us on Facebook, every Tuesday at 2 we go live. So we decided we would tie this all in together. So she got to learn English paper piecing today. So yeah.
Did a fun few stitches I haven't tried before. Didn't look terrible, if I so say myself, maybe a little bit, but it's fine. It's great.
It's fine.
Like Angela says, we all start somewhere.
Yes, everybody starts somewhere.
Yes.
So if you guys want to get started, hang out and watch our demo on English paper piecing. Okay, so as we're setting up, moving cameras here a little bit, talking about English paper piecing, absolutely we want to use, I want you all to use Aurifil's 80 weight thread because it's beautiful the way it sinks in. It's going to be perfect for your project. You can use Aurifil 50 weight. It's going to work beautifully as well, but it just... the 80 weight's a little bit thinner, so starting from there.
I like that because I feel like when I hear English paper piecing, it makes it sound like it's very fine and very detailed.
Yes.
So that makes sense to me. The 80 weight is nice.
Yes, so you want that to just sink in, and yes. So then we want to talk about needles and thimbles. And I'm going to tell you, I have used the black and gold needles by Clover. They work beautifully. We do have a couple different brands here, and these are easy threading. So if you struggle when you're threading, they are easy threading. They have a slit just on the side, so your thread just slides right in rather than trying to hit the eye.
That makes sense.
And We don't even need to talk about it. I mean, I'm even taking off my bifocals now trying to get that in there. So, but needles are so personal to you. I mean, I can tell you what I like and I can tell you why I like it, which I just started using the tulip needles because somebody recommended them to me, so I wanted to try them. For years I've used these black and gold, still really like them, not an issue with them at all. What I like about the tulip needles is when they're made, they're gonna feel smooth to the touch, although they have grooves in them. And the reason for them having grooves in it that run the long way of the needle, which, let me just hold it while I'm talking about it. So,
do you want me to hold it for you?
Oh, no, I got it. It's
Okay.
good. So the needle in the middle is the tulip needle, and the grooves run this way. So when they're processed, they have grooves that go in this direction, and they do that so that not all of that needle is touching your fabric as it's going through.
I see.
So that is their claim to fame, shall we say.
Okay.
That is their thing. And so I just started using these, and I do really like them.
Okay.
The reason I'm kind of holding this up, the other thing you want to think about is size.
Yes.
I mean, these smaller needles are fantastic, and some days I love them and I use that size a lot. But then some days my fingers are like,
Nope.
I'm going right when you want to go left.
Yes.
So, I mean, that can be an issue for you too as you get going. And then maybe you want to slide into, slightly smaller or longer needles. So, again, you really just have to try the brands.
Yeah.
And decide what you like. And you can get like this pack, for instance. It has sizes 9, 10, and 12.
Wow.
So if you buy a pack that has different sizes in it, then you can kind of decide that way which size of needle that you're going to want.
That's good. A variety is really good to start with.
Use.
Yeah.
So, and then thimbles. So we have these. And I forgot to pull the other ones, but these have the holes in them. Okay. So your needle, as you're using it, your needle will lock in place as you're pushing through.
That makes sense.
We also have the thimble pads, just the little round circles that go on your fingers.
Want me to go grab one real quick? Thank you.
Stacy's got it. She'll come back with it. I don't, though. That's Erin's thing. She absolutely loves those. I don't love them.
Yeah.
And that's why we carry all the different products, because again, you're going to have to find what works for you. I like the leather thimbles. Yes. And do you have a preference when you sew now?
I prefer these. That's kind of what I've always, like, my grandma prefers more of a leather one, and so that's what I've always used. Metal or like more of those porcelain, I would say.
Thank you, dear.
Just never fit quite right.
Yes, no, I don't think they do either. They don't, and my fingers, I don't know, they sweat a lot or something,
yes.
and then they're sliding around in the metal ones.
Yeah.
Not a fan, but if you love them, that works for you, good. I mean, that's why they make so many different products.
It's true.
But these will just go right on your finger, wherever that you would use to poke your needle through. And they have several wears.
That's nice.
So you can reuse them quite often. But these are very, very popular. I'm guessing this is probably the most popular one that we sell.
I think that would be my favorite because I don't normally use a thimble. So I don't like the feel of something really thick. But I use the same exact spot on my finger all the time. And sometimes I get a hole in it.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes I'm not kidding. Sometimes I end up with 3 thimbles on because I'll put it on this end thinking I'm going to use it, but for some reason I switch and use this finger. And then sometimes I'm using this one. So sometimes I have it I should just wear a glove.
Right? They need to just have them for all the fingers, actually.
So again, it's totally.
I think these would work better because I'm afraid of me not knowing where I would put my finger exactly and being like, oh, I'll hit it here and then it's actually over here. And I'm
right?
Like,
yes.
why did I
That would
put
be
that
more
one on?
helpful if you have the muscle memory already.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes. Where I'm more of a novice, I think something like that encompasses the whole finger would probably work better for me.
And then I just brought these to show they're a wooden needle holder that we have in stock.
It's so nice because then you have one specific place you can put them.
Yeah. Well, and you might need a few because this might be your size 9. And then you might have a size 12 or whatever. And so you could label on the bottom and then just keep them in there if you would like. It's nice. It's just very nice.
My grandma always used an old prescription bottle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But these are a lot prettier.
These
Yes,
are prettier.
they are.
Yep, that's funny. Sometimes you just use what you have,
It's
right?
true.
Right? And so then I wanted to point this out again in case you haven't been following along. We have the Pick-a-Pedal with Jen Kingwell, which is a lot of handwork. And so she has her own line of needles in here. And then there's some fun things, your sandpaper board, some templates, some things that you use when you do handwork. So we do have those available. If you like to do handwork, you can grab this and you would be kind of set with all the things.
Yeah, it comes with so many.
And it comes with a nice bag to put everything in, so...
Joan says I have to put part of a cotton ball in my thimbles.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Smaller fingers, maybe?
Or
And absorb sweat.
Oh, that's
yeah.
smart. See,
Yeah.
I was about to say, I have really pudgy fingers, so it's hard for me to find a thimble that fits mine.
well, that's why the leather ones are great.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Because if they eventually, after you use them so much, they kind of
Get bigger.
they go to the shape of your finger. So
That's what I say.
Yeah, I never thought about the cotton ball though. That's a good.
It is smart.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold these for the moment. Let's side
Perfect.
these just up here is good.
Okay.
And so let's talk about templates. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a good laugh, but my point is everybody starts somewhere. So I'm gonna show you this project that I have. So we stock the EPP iron-ons. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with them or not. They're not, I don't know. They've been around for a long time,
Yeah.
but I think most of us are used to something like this, where it's the small cardboard pieces.
Yes.
So traditionally, you're going to see the small cardboard pieces, and yes, these are small, right?
Tiny.
These are 1/4-inch hexes. So when you're using these papers, typically you're going to take them back out. If it's a wall hanging or something, you might leave them back in so it keeps it's
strength.
sturdy.
Okay.
You know, keeps the yeah. And then these are all iron-on. So they're going to look like this. So I took a strip of fabric, I laid these all out on them, and I ironed it on. And then all you're going to do, which we will show you in a minute, is take glue stick and fold them over. These stay in your project. They don't come out.
Okay.
If it's something that you're going to wash, it will wash out a little bit, but it's going to keep that firmness in
That's
there.
good to know.
The structure, I think is the
Yeah.
word I was looking
Yes,
for earlier,
yes.
to give that structure. So these are still available all over the place where you have the paper, but the iron-ons are just, people are running with them because it's just quick and easy to iron them on.
Yes.
So when I started, these right here, they're in a kit because the very first thing I did was I found this kit that I thought would be so fun to do, and it had everything in it. I'm not going to show it because it's from like 20 years ago and you're not going to find the fabric, you're not going to find any of that, but just really quick, it was in a bag like this. And it's all of these little 1/4-inch hexes. So I had no idea. I was like, I'm going to teach myself. And so I started it. Here's where I started it.
Oh my gosh.
And I said to myself, what, girl? What are you doing?
Tiny.
Look how tiny it is. And then, are you good there? Yeah. So it's so tiny. But then also the thread I was using is so thick.
Oh, I see it.
So, it's kind of, I think it's hard to see here, but when you're looking at it, you can see my thread, right?
You can see it coming through there, absolutely.
Yes. So, mistakes made all the way around, but now, when I was actually moving my sewing room around, I found this. And so now I'm like, boy, I need to get back at that.
Right.
Because I know how to do it better now.
And now you know you have your 80 weight Aurifil.
I have my 80 weight Aurifil, which is going to sink in and be beautiful. I know how to work with these tiny, tiny pieces now. So, point being, you guys, we all start somewhere.
Yes.
Everybody starts somewhere. Now, is my bag over there?
Yes.
Will you hand me that bag? Oh, right here. No, this is what I want.
Oh, my apologies.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm saying my bag, and there's like all these bags here. But I want to show you where I am at now. So, there.
Oh, beautiful. And you use the iron-on for these ones
So
too?
I use the iron-on to do these.
Wow.
And you can't see the thread.
Not at all.
You can't see the thread at all because I used 80 weight Aurifil instead of a bulk heavy thread. So
that is a very big, noticeable difference.
Yeah. So point being, you're going to start somewhere, but at least now you're kind of getting the tips and tricks to kind of help you along the way.
Yes.
And so, it's a lot more fun now. A lot more fun. Because it looks nice.
They look great.
So, let's see. Let's jump into the stitching.
Okay.
So, I'm going to have you, and I will just show you. Oh, that one I cut too thin. Depending on the size of your template, you can go 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch. It's really up to you. I got several sizes on here, as you can see, because I cut it quick, and that's fine for me. Wasn't being that particular on it, right?
Right.
And so the first thing then you need to do is fold over your edges and glue them down.
Okay.
I like these glue sticks, the Soline glue sticks, because they are thinner, and so they work perfect for this.
Okay.
We also carry the Roxanne basting glue, and it comes with a tiny, tiny little needle.
Yeah, like
a
little dropper.
Yeah, that will go on it, and that is really great for glue basting as well. So the Roxanne glue, Soline glue pen, those are the things that I use. And I'm sure there's others out there. We also use the 505, but in this particular project, it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
So I just think these work a little bit better. I'll show you quick, please. And then you can do. So I just come along here.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna flip it over.
Okay.
Now I did that fast, so it's kind of wonky, but there.
Okay.
And then you flip over. Now, typically, all you have to do is press with your finger.
And it holds.
Yep. You can use, one of your pressing tools if you want to kind of press it down as well. But I always try to get a little glue on that corner because that's going to flip. And then just along there, it doesn't take a lot. And then I just kind of maneuver that a little bit and then press down.
That is nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
So then that's what you're going to do all the way around.
Oh my gosh, and my line's all wonky. Now with this, would you continue onto the fabric?
My first one, I just do like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See? Here we go. Oh, not bad.
No, see?
No.
Real-time learning.
That's me right here. Brand new novice. I'm interested, and I'm going to try it for you guys. And I'm not scared. It's It's going good. Perfect. Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, see?
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
I like
and
that.
So you just you continue all the way around. And like you said here, your first one, you kind of brought it in a little too far, like I did, but you can peel that right back off and reset it if you need to.
Okay.
But you'll just get the hang of it. You'll go all the way around and doing the same thing all the way around. And then you will end up with these.
Those look so awesome. Yay.
So now you're ready to sew.
Yeah.
It's that quick and that easy.
And
right?
do you feel like cutting it for the shape makes it a lot easier to have smaller pieces on the back and so it's not so much folding?
Yes.
Okay.
No matter what shape you're using, you're going to want that 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch.
Okay.
Around it. Obviously, the smaller the template, like these really super teeny ones, you're going to want probably an 1/8.
Okay.
1/8 of an inch all the way around. And again, though, I eyeball it.
Yeah.
In the big picture, nobody should be, once these are all sewn together and they're in a picture frame or in a quilt that is backed, nobody should be paying attention to whether I made an 1/8 inch all the way around here or not.
No.
No. And if they are, you know what I say, move along.
Right. I'll steal that.
So, another quick tip on these, when you're, so I tend to press a lot of them on, and I have a big stack of them, and then I go to town with this. As you are doing this, if your glue, if you're bending, folding these over and you're gluing and then you're going to the side and you don't want to keep putting the cap on every time you go to do something else, take a little cup, one of those little like daisy bathroom cups, one of those tiny little cups, put a paper towel in the bottom of it and just make it damp, not soaked wet, just damp. And then when you go to do something, put that in there. And then you can fold a few more and do your thing, and then you bring it back out, and then your glue is not drying out.
That's a good tip.
It's going to keep the moisture in it, so it won't do that. We teach that all the time in paper piecing for Quiltworks because you're doing a lot of gluing and folding and all that, and you want to make sure that your glue's not drying out on you as you're using it.
That's a great tip.
All right, so you've prepped your templates. Now, when you go to put them together, I brought in the clips because you can hold it yourself if you would like, hold it and stitch. I mean, that's all right. It's completely up to you. Some people like to just have a clip on there to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere as they're sewing. Another tip is to put a needle minder. If it's big enough, you'll have to judge size, but you could put your needle minder on here. It's going to hold it together, and then as you're stitching, if you need to set it down, then your needle is just boom.
That's a great idea for that. I would not have thought of that.
So now when you're, especially when you have more pieces together and you're starting to work on bigger, as your quilt is growing and growing and you have more and more room to put something like this on, that works. When you're on the teeny tiny ones, you got to wait until you've joined probably 20 of them together.
At least.
So it's big enough for the needle minder to go on.
You need something to hold on to. That's
right. So, food for thought. So now it's as simple as stitching these together. Now, do you have a preference? Do you like a shorter needle? Do you like a longer needle?
I think a longer needle.
All right, I'm going to give you this one.
This is where I'm going to get a little excited but also nervous at the same time. Because I do not have an idea in the world how we're going to do this, so I'm excited.
All right, so I will say I've already knotted it.
Okay.
And when I do my knot, I just run my finger to the bottom, twist it around, push it off, and pull it, and I have a knot.
Ah.
Then there is a quilter's knot where you can take it and wrap around 3 times and pull your needle through and knot. And if anybody would like to see that, I know we have that on the YouTube channel as well. Erin does a quick little video on that. Another thing I saw is some people take and just wrap the thread around the needle, and then they twist the needle itself. Instead of twisting the thread around it, they twist the needle 3 times and then pull it.
Okay.
So however you like to, knot off your thread, good for you.
Yeah.
Do whatever works for you.
Whatever works.
Because I will forever. I'm so used to winding it around my finger, sliding it off, and having my knot. That's what I do. Now, yes, on the edge of my knot, I have a little bubble down there. And that's okay. You know what? It'll cut off very easily. And I can hide it. It's not that big of a deal. So, there are 4 different stitches you can do when you're stitching them together. So you're going to want to put them pretty sides together.
Okay.
And then you can pick whatever, let's see, which way do we need to go? There you go.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
And get comfortable. However you want to be comfortable. Are you good there, Carly?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so for me, I do a simple whip stitch. So I like to find a place I can come in that's going to hide my knot.
Okay.
So I come in underneath like that. And then I just come through and across this way. And I'm coming straight across. And then I loop back over. And I'm going across. Now I am like upside down or something here showing you. You'll have to be comfortable with the needle and the position however you need to be comfortable doing it. But you're pulling over and going in on the opposite side. Oh. Now, of course you can see my stitches. Of course you can, because I'm doing this so that you can see them.
Yes.
So as you're learning. But you're going to use a thread that's going to match.
Right.
And it's going to sink in real nice. And I'm doing purples and reds as you saw on that other project. And so I'm actually using the brown thread.
Okay.
So however you want to do it, I think it's better if you start at this end and,
move that way. Okay.
Yeah, however you're comfortable doing it, that is a simple whip stitch. You're dragging your thread across and going in on the other side. Okay. And you want them fairly close together because it's got to hold.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense. I am a little nervous, but we got this.
You're fine. And I this is what I have done forever. It's how I like to do my EPP, so it's the stitch that works for me. Now, another stitch that you can do, and I'm going to come across this side. Another stitch that you can do is when you're coming across, it's just like your basic sewing. So you go through, and then you come back through. You don't go over the top. You come back through. But you want to stay as close to your fold as you can. And it's just your basic running stitch.
Ah.
Back and forth.
Okay. Do you feel like when you go through and have it show on the top, it's more likely to show when you open it?
It is less likely to show.
Ah, okay.
In my experience.
Okay.
It's less likely to show when you're coming across like that. So the whip stitch. This is the running stitch when you're just doing your little stitches across here.
Okay.
And you're not going across the top, you're just back and forth like you're, stitching 2 fabrics together.
Okay.
Your typical sewing. The whip stitch is like we did where you're coming across.
Okay.
And then there is a ladder stitch.
Oh.
The ladder stitch, you're going to come in on the top, and you're kind of going to run through that fold a little bit.
Okay.
And then you're going to run through the fold a little bit, and then you're going to cross over.
Oh.
And then you run through the fold a little bit, and you cross over. Run through the fold a little bit, and cross over. I find that one to be extremely tedious.
Yeah.
I don't know about those of you watching if that if that's something that you really prefer. But you have to be very careful with that one, because you only want to go maybe 3 or 4 thread lengths before you hop back over, because you need that stability on that seam.
I'm curious what everyone's preferred method is, if anyone out there has a different method, because this is interesting. I didn't even think of any of these for a stitch. Maybe the first or the second one, just the running stitch.
Yeah, just your basic running stitch. Yeah. So, well, I did it right on the corner, so you really can't tell very good. But to me, I have more trouble with the running stitch showing than I do on this side with the whip stitch. Okay. And the pieces that I showed you earlier on these are the whip stitch. Oh. So you can't see it on the front side at all. And you can just barely see it on the back side. Hardly, and that's where I just grabbed too much on the side when I was stitching. But to me, that's the look that you want to achieve. Yes. And so it's up to you to find what stitch works with your fingers to achieve that.
That makes sense.
So to me, the running stitch is just, I just don't care for it as much. Yeah. I love it when I'm hand piecing a quilt together, just your regular, because your stitch it's all going to be in your seam allowance. So I don't mind it then. I actually like doing that. But when it comes to this, I prefer the whip stitch.
That's good.
Now, the ladder stitch, I think is too tedious for me. The other one is the whip stitch, but it's on an angle. Oh, okay. So as you're coming across, let me get this started here. So as you're coming across doing your whip stitch, instead of coming straight across, you take it at a slight angle. You come in right across where you normally would, but instead of going straight across, you kind of come at an angle.
Oh. Do you feel like that makes it any more sturdier than the original whip stitch?
No. I think the theory behind it was your threads would be hidden a little bit better.
Okay.
And so instead of straight across, you're coming across at an angle. So my needle is angled there.
Okay.
So there could be other stitches out there that people use, other methods that they use, but for me, I like the whip stitch. So we talked about the whip stitch, the angle stitch, the running stitch, and the ladder stitch. So if you have any other stitches or any other ways that you guys do it and you want to comment, absolutely comment, because I always like to find out what other people like, certain needles that they like, or whatever the case may be. But I don't know, moving forward, I really like the tulip needles. I like them a lot. I'm going to start stocking them here at the store. I wanted to get them in and try them a little bit before I decided. Yeah. But I will be stocking them here at Mended Hearts Quilting, and then, because I like those, and then the 80 weight Aurifil and the whip stitch. That's what works for me.
I love that. Well, and it turns out so well. Honestly, I couldn't have even seen any of your stitches on that.
No, isn't that great?
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I got it together. So, that is really, that's it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you have questions?
I think myself, no, more than I just need to really practice some stitches, because she's looking a little interesting myself. But
and also remember, you would have yellow thread here.
It's so true.
So you would have yellow thread. That was mean of me to do that to you. But we had to have it on camera so that everybody could see, how we were stitching.
Well, thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with us this week and learning everything about English paper piecing, I should say. And we're really glad you got to hang out with us, but we'll see you next week.
Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all the things.
Bye.